Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a Get Ready With Me, but I'm going to try a bunch of new goodies that I have. I'll talk through them. None of these are going to be first impressions. I've been using all of them, but I wanted to share them with you today. Go ahead and grab a snack, maybe some iced coffee, and let's get started. Okay, so some of these are new products to me. A lot of them are new products in the market, so I want to talk about them. We're going to be using the Unearthly Cosmetics Dreamer palette. This is so beautiful, you guys. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I'm Team Peach. I have the pink one, but I'm Team Peach, so we're going to use the new Huda Beauty powder. I have a bunch of these Armani lipsticks that we can try. Ooh, I have this new Bobbi Brown bronzer. You guys, this one, ooh, just spoiler alert, it's so good. So we're going to try it. I do have one of these new e.l.f. camo blushes, so we'll try that. This is not new, but it's new to me. I want to talk about this Danessa Myricks Beauty Oil. And then just some other little tools and stuff that I want to talk about that I got recently that are really convenient, really cool. Let's start by putting my hairs back. I got a haircut. Did you guys see that? It's a little bit shorter. It was just, I've lost a lot of hair since I got COVID 2 years ago, and it just gets thinner and thinner, so it was falling flat. I needed to cut it a little bit, but yeah. Okay, so let's start with this Unearthly Cosmetics Dreamer palette. It is on pre-order, it says when you look online, but it does say that ship time will be 2 to 10 days. You guys, this palette is absolutely gorgeous. As always, you can use my code Yadi and it'll save you 10%. Okay, I wasn't gonna do this because it takes considerably longer to edit, but I just think it's worth it, you guys. It's such a beautiful palette. Let's just swatch it real quick together. First of all, I'm neutral medium skin tone, and I just feel like purples really look flattering on our skin tone. I think they look really good. I do like that she put in a brown because, you know, if you want to play it down or you want something a little more neutral for the day with just maybe a lower lash pop of purple, you're going to be able to do that with this palette. Also with this lighter tone there, but let's go ahead and swatch it. The formula, as you can see, is one of those like softer, like powdery formulas, but they just melt like butter on the skin. Look at that. Okay, I was like kind of playing with my lights a little bit so you could see, but look at how beautiful that glistens. That's the first shade. I'm doing the shimmers first. Here's the shade Tranquil. Look at how pretty that one is. Ooh, that is so gorgeous. You could even use with neutral shades and just top it really lightly. Then we have the shade Drift. This one is like, you know, that steel platinum shade. Oh, look at the shifts though. Do you guys see like the different colors in it? So beautiful. Love that shade. You can do like a lid full of this one, the darker Drift, and then just top it with the lighter one. Oh my gosh, that'd be so gorgeous. This next one is a favorite. This one is Float, and I use it during the week like for more neutral looks, but look at how beautiful that is. It's got like a nice like champagne-y rose color. That is just stunning. These formulas, the shimmer formulas, are beautiful, you guys. The next one we have is Fantasy. Oh, this one. I haven't been able to use it yet, but it's like, it looks great from here with like lime green, yellow, pink, purples. I mean, all of it. I know it looks more like purple or like fuchsia to you, but it's got so much dimension, you guys. That one is gorgeous. And the last shimmer is Dream State. And it's more of like your classic silver shimmer, but it does again have like the blues and the pinks and the green. It's so multi-chrome in person. You know, the camera can just never do it justice, but it's gorgeous. Next are 3 mattes. Look at how yummy those look. This is the brown one, the Night Owl that I was talking to you about. And they're so good, so pigmented. This is one pass. Look at how gorgeous that looks. The next one is called Muse, which is funny. It kind of reminds me of the Muse from Lisa Eldridge, you know, her lipsticks. It's almost the exact same shade. So that's gorgeous. Then we have Engulf, which is like a deep indigo. And this one, they're all really soft and silky mattes. This one's a little bit drier, but it doesn't skip or anything. It's just the perfect, I think, formula for this type of shade. Here are the next 3 mattes. This first one is called Soothe. Just a nice like blender shade, you know, to buff harsh edges on the deeper shades. The next one is called Slumber, and it's more of a traditional like purple eggplant. Look at how gorgeous that is. And then the last one is Clouded. Clouded. I think this one, I'm going to try this one probably today with the brown. That one would be really pretty. So there are the swatches of the Dreamer palette. I just really wanted you guys to be able to get to see them because they're so gorgeous, and I'm not doing a dedicated video to it. So let's put a look together. Okay, before I get started with my eye look, it's the middle, well, third week in January. It's very, very cold in Dallas, and I have really been loving this oil, so I just wanted to talk about it for just a second. This is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Oil. You guys, it's a dry oil, and it did kind of throw me off when I saw Danessa using it, only because she has oily skin. So then I'm like, okay, I have oily skin, she has oily skin. She uses it in her Instagram reels, like her Get Readies with me. So I'm like, I know it must work, but I needed to test it out for myself. So what I ended up doing is I went to go get a sample at Sephora, and it works so nicely that I went back and I got the whole thing. And basically, like, it's just a beautiful oil that is going to sink right into the skin. It doesn't pill up with your skincare or anything like that. And your foundation and everything looks so beautiful afterwards. And it just melts into the skin. So I've really been enjoying it. I even like taking a little tiny bit and just doing it right here. Sometimes my concealer has a tendency to get a little dry, especially in the crow's feet area. Don't know how it will do during the summer, but I just know that right now my skin's really loving it. Okay, let's go ahead and put a look together. I thought that I would use the brown and the Clouded, the lightest matte here, and then the brown, but the more I think about it, I think I want to do something a little darker and smokier. So let's put together a really easy like 2 or 3 shade look. I did do a lighter look on my Instagram, so go follow me there. And I do like to post more looks over there, but for today, I think I'm gonna go with the shade Engulf. This one here. Let's just start it. I'm using the newest Sonia G collection that released late last year. I know she has a new collection launching this week, or I guess the week that you're watching this, it just launched. So I haven't heard if I'm getting it in PR or not, but if I do, I'll definitely share it with you guys. So I'm just packing on this shade. It doesn't have to be perfect, you guys, because we're going to buff and we're going to top with a shimmer, okay? Okay, so I know it looks crazy, but now we're going to take that shade Clouded, that taupey gray shade, and we are going to slowly buff these harsh edges up here. This was supposed to be the Holiday 23 collection, but I think, oh my gosh, look at how beautiful and quickly that buffed out. I think it took a while and it sold out and it was on pre-order, but if you ordered it or if you're thinking about ordering it, I would say it's absolutely worth it. It's so good, you guys. I'm gonna go down here. There we go. Yeah, that's blending out beautifully. Okay, we'll just leave it there for now since we're gonna put shimmer, but oh my gosh, I'm loving these colors so much. By the way, let me show you my glass straw. We're just doing black iced coffee today. Have you guys seen on TikTok the sleepy time or sleepy girl cocktails, or mocktails they call them? Oh, let's go in with the shade that I just loved. Well, I think I want to go in with the Drift Shimmer, and then we're going to top it with this one here, the lighter one. I'm just going to use a little bit on my finger. Anyway, it's like trending on TikTok, and it's the sleepy time or sleepy girl mocktails, where basically it's magnesium powder with tart cherry juice, and then you just fill up the rest with like a LaCroix or like a sparkling water of some sort. And of course I had to try it. I've been getting older, and I don't know about you guys, but based on my analytics, I kind of know who my audience is, but I'm 42 and I feel like I'm starting to have, oh my God, look at how gorgeous. I'm starting to have issues with like sleeping through the night. And I've read that sometimes it's like your hormonal imbalance, like they're just going crazy and they're trying to self-regulate. And so sometimes you can't sleep. So I ordered everything. And of course, like in the TikToks, the girls are using these glass straws. So I ordered the glass straws, which I'm kind of happy I did. I'm going to go in with the shade Tranquil. And I've been making these mocktails, you guys. Okay, first of all, I don't know why I thought the cherry juice was going to be super tart, but it's not. And it is sweet. It gives it enough sweetness with the LaCroix, with the sparkling water, that it's like the perfect juice, like fizzy juice right before bedtime. And there's like a trick on the magnesium powder. You want it to be magnesium glycinate and have like L-theanine. The blend I have also has ashwagandha and like vitamin D3. So I'm going to link it down below because that's the magnesium type or blend that you want for maximum absorption. Okay, you guys. When I tell you that I am sleeping like a baby, I drink a lot of water, so I always have to get up and use the restroom in the middle of the night, but I can like drift off to sleep really nicely after that. So it's working really, really well. So just wanted to share that because the glass straw reminded me. This is looking gorgeous. Yes, this is a nighttime look for me anyway, in my makeup style right now, but it is so pretty. I love how that looks. I love how everything blended out so nicely. Like I said, I did do a much lighter look on my Instagram, so go check it out there. But we're gonna leave this eye look here, and I used 3 shades? No. 4 shades, 2 shimmers and 2 mattes, and I love it. Okay, next is foundation. This is new-ish to me. Smashbox sent this to me late last year, but I haven't used it on camera, and it's really good. It's actually full coverage, so I think it'll go really well with this eye look. It might be a little too deep for me right now, so I'm going to mix in a little bit of this LA Girl mixing medium, but it's a really good, like, it makes your skin look basically flawless. Like, honestly, what I can compare this to the best is going to be like your Estee Double Wear. But I don't know. I just find it to be a little more natural. I don't know. So how is everybody's year starting out? I am having a great year. We are really being intentional about everything that we're doing. We are making sure to make like quarterly goals instead of a whole 2024 goal. So that's keeping us pretty focused. I just finished like a week and a half of doing like the 5 a.m. gym thing with my boys. It started with just my 17-year-old, but now my 14-year-old is going with me too. So it's kind of cool. You know, it's cool that they motivate me, and then I'm also setting a good example for them. I mean, my husband has always set a good example for them fitness wise and activity wise, but that's kind of what we've been doing, and there's a lot of plans for work and stuff. Recently, you guys, this is really cool. I have a few friends here on YouTube that I actually met through YouTube, and we actually just got together a week ago, and we started our YouTube strategy plan for 2024. So that was really cool because we're helping each other, promoting each other, staying on track here, because I really do love this space. I want to be here, but I'm sure if you're a creator, you know this, like it can really get overwhelming, or you lose track of time if you're not organized or have like specific goals. Before you know it, it's been 3 months and you haven't posted. Okay, look at how easy that was, and look at how much it covered. I think it looks really, really great. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. I think this foundation released like a year ago maybe, but it is the Smashbox Always On Skin Balancing Foundation, and I think it's really, really good. This one's in the shade L30N, and I did have to mix in a little bit of this white pigment to lighten it up a little bit, but during the summer and for the most of the year after the spring, it should be my perfect shade, but that was so easy. Pores are minimized. Everything looks really flawless. I didn't even use primer, which I normally do, but it's cold and the oil and everything and how full coverage this foundation is, it just looks great. What do we think? Okay, so in 2023, I stopped buying concealers that were too brightening. I started going a little bit closer to my skin tone. So I'm really loving this one. This one's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer, but I'll show you what I do right now since it is winter and I have lost a lot of color. Is I will usually go in with this one first. Put a little here. And then what I do is I go in with this one from Milk Makeup. This is the Future Fluid Concealer in the shade 9N, and it's a lot lighter. So I just use this one to lighten it up on especially the inside here. I don't know why I never got a new shade in this one, but both of these concealers are really good, really skin-like. You see how it gave a little more brightening there? I don't think I shared on camera the Nikki LaRose collection. I've been loving these brushes. I think there's one more, but it might be dirty. But this brush for my blush has become a daily go-to. Cream blushes to set the under eye, to smudge under the lower lash line, for eyeliner if you need it. These are so great, but like, duh. I love, love, love BK Beauty. They just work so well. But this Nikki LaRose collection, and it's so sleek looking. Like, I love how it's like, do you guys see that? It's like a duo fiber brush. I just think it makes things look more wispy, more natural. I don't know. I love, love, love these brushes. They actually are being sold individually now because initially when they launched, it was just the set, but you can purchase these individually. If you use my code Yadi10, you save 10% on top of that. So I will link them below. They are wonderful. And again, my favorites are going to be the concealer, this one that's for powder, the N15, or for blush, and then this duo-sided one, the N17, are my favorite. Okay, I am loving how that's looking. I think it looks really pretty. And again, I don't know what it is about duo fiber brushes, but just makes everything look so natural. Now, the biggest controversy of January 2024, are we Team Peach or Team Pink? Now, I have the pink pressed Huda powder, and they did send me the peach one. That's the one I chose. I didn't get the full kit like others did, but that's okay because nobody needs that much powder. But I got the peach one, and I really, really like it. In the past, I have felt like the Huda Beauty powders are a little drying. And honestly, I feel like the pressed one is more drying than the powder, than the loose one. But obviously, there's a way to fix it. And I had shared this in my social media, so go follow me there again. But you use a powder puff and you like blend it into your palm. So I'll show you. But before I show you, I just picked these up from Amazon and I thought these were really cool. It's just the powder puffs that everybody's using, but I like that they come in a little container because it keeps the rest clean and they're not just like all over the place or in like a plastic bag. So I thought this was a really cute set. So I'll link this below. But basically what I do, let me show you. First of all, it comes with a little lid like this. And it's not meant to be one of those that just kind of flap open. The whole thing comes off. And then what I do is I will take my powder puff and I will grab some powder as much as I need. And then I work it into the back of my hand like this to where it's almost pressed on the puff. And it gives you exactly the amount of powder that you need. You don't get more, you don't get less. It's the perfect powder amount. And it looks so nice. Do you see how it instantly kind of flattened it out? You see how I have like a hollow here? But when you put powder, it just like instantly, I don't know, like it creates like a really flat canvas. I love it. I don't know if you can tell the difference too much. I think you can tell a bigger difference when your skin tone's a little bit deeper than mine, but I do prefer, all that to say, I am Team Peach. I like it. I think it looks better than the pink on me, which for the longest time, I really wanted to try the pink, but I think peach looks better on my skin tone. Look at that hollow is gone. Do you guys see that? It looks so pretty under the eye. But again, make sure that if it's the loose one that you're like working it into the palm of your hand so that you don't get a bunch of loose powder, because if you have a lot of loose powder on your puff and you're not pressing it into the palm, it's really going to be too much product. So then you will look cakey, dry. You know, your under eye lines will just kind of be more pronounced, but this is the perfect way, and this is such a good powder. Now that I know how to use her powder, I'm obsessed like everybody else. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna take my Dior powder, no powder. I'm still a fan, you guys, and I'm just gonna lightly set the rest of my face. Even though I'm using a cream blush, I'll tell you, like I said, like none of these are first impressions. I've tried them all, so even if I set my face with this powder, it's still going to work nicely with this blush. So before we go into the blush though, I want to show you the Bobbi Brown new bronzer that was released. It's the bronzing powder in Golden Natural. Initially, I thought it might be too deep for me, but it's so perfect, you guys. It's so beautiful. I'll show you a swatch here. They are at Sephora now, so you can purchase them there, but look at how pretty. It's like it comes off a little bit red on my swatch, but on the face, it's just like a really beautiful bronzing glow. Not glow, why did I say that? It's so skin-like. I don't think I've liked a bronzer this much since Pat McGrath. Do you guys see that? It's just so beautiful. And it's so easy, like it just looks good. Looks very natural. I could have, especially in the winter, I could have gone a shade lighter, but I was happy with this one that I chose. I think more than anything, what I'm impressed with is the formula. It's so skin-like. It's not going to look powdery in that area. Very easily blendable. And yeah, I've been really impressed with makeup lately, you guys. Really impressed. Look at that. That's so pretty. Okay, I like to always clean up that area. So all I do is just grab a little bit of, just grabbing my Chanel powder. And I like to use my Stands Out Beauty Sponge. Ooh, well, okay, I've been using the Stands Out Beauty Sponge forever. It's a really nice large sponge. You can go in and use a sponge for your foundation, for powder, for anything. And it's so good. Today I'm just using it to clean up my bronzer, but I recently became a Stands Out affiliate. So if you're interested, I'll put it down below just so you guys know. It feels like the Tempur-Pedic or like the cloud-like material. Do you see how it kind of just like, you know, and then it goes back into its shape. It's so soft. It doesn't soak up a bunch of product, especially if you're using it for foundation. So I really like that. They actually sent it to me with some Stands Out socks, so that I thought that was really cute. So I'll put the link down below if you're interested in trying it. I heard about this sponge from Risa. Risa does makeup. She likes to use it for all her foundation. Your foundation's done in like 2 seconds flat. Okay, this is around the time I start to get so excited because, oh my gosh, I cannot stop using this blush. It's so nice. It's the new e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. Some people think that it's knocking off or duping the Rare Beauty blushes, which I can totally see that. Somebody else compared them to the Juvia's Place blushes. I haven't tried those, but I've heard they're really good. I just know, you guys, that when e.l.f. dupes a product, it's usually just as good or better. In my opinion, okay, in my opinion, this is in Coral Crush, I think. Coral or Coral Crush. I do like the Rare Beauty formula. I feel like I like this one better. I don't know if it's the shade that's making me feel that way, but I just really, really love it. I'm using the lighter side of the Nikki LaRose N17. That's the one that I like to use for creams. And look at how blendable that is. I mean, they are pigmented, but I guess that's another thing. They're not as pigmented or as hard to control as the Rare Beauty ones. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty, you guys. That is gorgeous. It just gives, and it does give like a little glow, like a healthy glow because, you know, it's cream, but I am really, really loving it. How much did I pay for it? Like $8 or $10? Compared to the 22 with Rare Beauty, this is a great, great alternative. But look at how pretty that looks. Look at the skin. See a little glow there? I love this shade so much. And I think it looks really good with a lot of the winter looks I've been doing. I also think it's going to look really good for summer and spring. So yes, obsessed. Because of the color, you know, because it's more on like the orangey side, I've been setting it with my Dior Coral and with my Nikki LaRose N15. This brush is so good, you guys. I just like how it's like got a little bit of density to really have like targeted blush application, but it's still like really soft. It makes your blush look like airbrushed, really. It's so pretty. Okay, this product is the highlight. It's not new, but it is something I haven't talked about on camera. And honestly, I just can't stop using it. I use it every single day. The brand did send me two, but I gave the other one to my sister because they're like too good not to share. So this one's in the shade Safari Sunset. Look at how pretty it is. I have worn down a lot of the tiger there, but you basically can get like a nice pinky highlight or like a lighter champagne highlight. I go everywhere. I kind of go in the middle like this, and it's the most beautiful, beautiful, look at that. The most beautiful, beautiful glow. It does not like overemphasize pores. Oh, I'm obsessed, you guys. It doesn't emphasize pores or anything. It doesn't sink into fine lines or anything like that. It is just like a glow on your skin. It is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Look at that. My inner corner highlight though, I don't care what I'm using, what I'm into, it's always going to be the Dior. I always go between the brown and the white up here. And pop it there. Look at it. It makes such a difference. Little spotlight there. I'm going to go back into my Dreamer palette and do a little light color on the lower lash line. I will use my Nikki LaRose. This is in the N12, which is just a perfect little smudger brush here. And I'll go into the shade Clouded, the one that we blended everything out with. And not too heavy, but just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's perfect. I think I'm going to do lashes for this look. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so here's the finished look. Oh my God, I think it's so pretty. I don't think I was recording when I told you about these Armani lipsticks. I really like them. This is what the component looks like. I like that it has a like a teardrop shape, you know, so that when you're putting your lipstick on, you can kind of get your Cupid's bow pretty good. This is in the shade 112. And I can't believe I wasn't filming, but what I was going to say is like it gives you that soft matte look, but it doesn't dry your lips out and it lasts a really long time. I thought it might be a weird choice because of the color in my eyes that I chose, but I think it plays off well off my blush. I think it's really, really good. So wanted to share that. I'm wearing not many, they're like the half lash from BK Beauty. Martini is the style. Risa Just Makeup collaborated with them. So standout products that I use today that I just wanted to reiterate. I love, love, love this blush. It's so good. It compares to the high-end formula, and I think it's just beautiful. I think it works really well. I might want to try a pinky shade. The mauve one's really popular, but I feel like on my skin tone, mauve tones sometimes make me look like bruised. And I don't know. I may not, but I love this one. Oh my gosh, you guys, this bronzer. So beautiful. So, so beautiful. I feel like my skin looks really, really silky in this area. Look at how pretty it bronzes everything up. And I really, really like it. Man, I kind of want to say like the formula might be just a little bit nicer than my Pat McGrath. And you guys know I love, love my Pat McGrath bronzers. But it's just so silky and so beautiful. I think she did a really good job. Definitely worth the spend on this. Another thing that I really, really liked was these. Like, I love that it comes in a little container and like you don't get dust or anything on your little powder puffs. I think it's a set of 12, nope, 14 little puffs. It's the perfect size. They feel really, really soft. It's like velour. And then you've got your little sling in the back here, but I really like it. It like fits perfectly, you know, under the eye. So it didn't, I didn't feel like it cost anything extra. It's like $5 or $6, but I love the container. That's like a big, big thing for me. Then this, I just can't stop talking about it, you guys. I mean, look at this highlighter. It's not even a highlighter. It's like a skin luminizer, like such a beautiful glow from What's Up Beauty. They're known for their eyeshadow and like nail products, and their palettes are nice. They've sent me a couple. They're really, really good. But this highlighter's on another level. I highly suggest you look it up. I don't know if I have a code, but if I do, I'll put it in the description box below so you can save a little bit of money. And then the lipsticks, I've been wearing these Armani lipsticks every single day, like a different shade every day. I know that I love this formula. So, so good. Other people have told me, like on Instagram and stuff, they love this formula. It's amazing. And then the palette, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed those swatches. I know that it took a little bit longer, but it just, I wanted you to see how beautiful and like silky and pretty they swatched. Not that it matters how they swatch really, because you're going to want them to blend and perform nicely, which clearly they did. But yeah, another one. I mean, I feel like there's not a dud in this palette. There was one matte that was a little drier, but I felt like it was the right consistency for that shade, which was the one we used today in Gulf. And I mean, clearly it worked and blended beautifully. Aside from that, you know, go check out the Nikki LaRose collection from BK Beauty. That is really, really good. I've really been enjoying those brushes. And if you have questions on anything else, let me know. But yeah, what other new makeup are you excited about? I feel like I didn't talk about Team Peach. You know, that's such a dilemma in the beauty space right now. It's good. I like the powder. It just wasn't a standout compared to the others that I mentioned, but we already kind of knew that the Huda Beauty powder was good. And then just for the record, I'm Team Peach, okay? But anyway, I hope you guys had fun talking about new makeup. Let me know what else is kind of on your radar that maybe I should try. I'm gonna be honest, I do rely quite a bit on PR or gifted makeup these days. I'm trying not to spend too much on new makeup, but you know, once in a while I'll be able to do these videos where we can collectively get a bunch of products together and use them. But yeah, this is the look and I had so much fun hanging out with you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.